All right, we got a new project, 2001 they said. I haven't checked the VIN yet. Yamaha Warrior 350. I've done a handful of these. This is actually probably one of the better looking ones I've ever picked up. Somebody's definitely built it using some of the little Amazon, what is that, niche NC or whatever, the billet parts, the shifter, those, the cap, throttle. Got pro taper bars on it, or at least pro taper bar pad. A new cylinder, new head that apparently was ported and polished, he said. Got a zoom carburetor on it. Got a billet intake boot. Somebody's built it at some point. Got the classic Warrior Amazon graphics kit that a little wrinkled up, but not terrible. So I ended up getting this one for 700 bucks. Pretty good deal for one of these. Brand new tires on it. Got us a cheap because he said that the guy he bought it from said that it had a new rod and new cam and stuff in it. But whenever he finally got it running, it was knocking real bad. It was knocking real bad. So. So as you can hear, I pulled the spark plug out, just turned it over with the starter, and you can hear she's definitely a little bit crunchy. So since we know that the engine is probably going to have to be rebuilt, we're not even going to try to start it. We're just going to go ahead and start tearing it down and getting to the top end. Alright, so I like to go ahead and clean the carb. That way whenever we get ready to put everything back together, it's ready to go. So we pulled the fuel screw out here. She's about 2.5 turns, which is pretty standard. And underneath there should be a spring and a little O-ring, and then a little washer underneath that. There she is. And then we'll pull the float bowl off and see how bad she looks inside. And it actually was not too bad. I was pretty surprised. No little chunks floating around. I pull everything off. I believe it was running a 145 main. I hadn't pulled that out, which was clear. And pull that little washer out. Then we're going to pull our pilot jet out here, and it was partially clogged. Now we're going to go ahead and throw her in the ultrasonic cleaner and let her cook while we finish tearing down the rest of the bike. So now we're going to go ahead and finish tearing down the rest of the top end, and as you can see here, I don't know what torque spec the last person that worked on this was using, but boy were they tight. That's right, you hurt your knee, I remember.
Hey.
Hey. Really? Oh my goodness. Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Hey.
Did you work on any four-wheelers while I was gone? Yeah, what'd you work on?
And that.
Oh my goodness, really? That's a big help. Now, as I quickly remembered on these old Warrior 350s, the front two head bolts will not come out the way the head is sitting on the bike. So you actually have to pick the head up a little bit and rotate it so that you can finally get the head bolts out. And if you put it back on with the motor in the frame, you'll have to start those into the head and then put everything in the frame. It's kind of a pain. Now I was a little confused on the shape of this piston, but upon research, I think it is just a high compression piston for this bike. I just had never seen a Warrior with this shape of high compression piston in it. So now I'm just finally got the cylinder off. I'm inspecting it. It looks pretty good, but unfortunately, as we feared, the crank is toast. It's got a lot of side-to-side play and some up and down play. So it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and tear the whole bottom end down and put a new crank in it. Alrighty, so we're going to start getting this bottom end torn down. First we got to get it out of the frame, so we're going to start by draining the oil, and then we'll remove any ground wires, the starter wires, the air box, the foot pegs, anything that's going to be in our way in order to get the motor out of the frame. And for some reason here, remember I pulled the oil filter cap off. There was no oil on the oil filter at all, like it was brand new. So that tells me he probably didn't start it like he said he did, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and get everything torn down off of here and get the motor on the bench. Alright, so we've got her all out. Now we're going to start tearing her down in the next video so that we can start blasting these cases, bring those back to life a little bit, maybe Cerakote the covers, depending on how much Cerakote I have after doing the front springs. And we'll get her all rebuilt, brand new crank, probably all new bearings, just depending on what all it sees or what all it needs. But yep, so in the next video, you'll get to see us tear this all down and see what kind of carnage is inside.